I want everybody to listen up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hold on a second if you're in there. I'll do something. Hang tight, kids. What's up, Ray? Everybody should sit and watch this. I ain't ranting and raving tonight. I'm going to clear up a couple things with you people. One about a fundraiser, one about cyberbullying, one about hacking into accounts. All right, give me a chance and I'll invite some people and we'll get going. Stuck around to inform all you people over the months of I was sick and I am sick still. I don't know what it is with Facebook. If I haven't explained myself right, maybe I talk too fast. Tonight, I'm taking a little slower. Sorry I was late, but I was clearing up something with someone that thought everything was a fraud. She was a very nice person and she almost dragged into shit. Over the months, I've been sick. Everybody has this weird thing like I haven't had cancer. It's all bullshit. Lies. Ton of lies out there. I did had cancer, HAD, gone. Got taken out of me. I got it removed. You know, over the months, getting the cancer out on March 7th, they removed my kidney. I made one mistake or anything. There was so many testing. It's the same thing. It was MRIs with contrast or PT scans for cancer. It was the PT scans. It was the contrast. I had the contrast and I haven't been right since. I talked to a girl today that knew about contrast. She had it done. She knows how it affects you. Hey, the heart lady, carry up. She knows how to affect you. So I had my kidney out. Like I said, March 7th, so the kidney's gone. No cancer there. They're checking me for other shit. That's another story. Got a great book. With it from the 27th of December to the 10th, I had fatigue so bad, I couldn't type on the keyboard. I was always wondering what it was from. From the 10th of January to the 5th, in 5 days, I could hardly walk. Imagine that. I'm not going to skip subjects. I'm going to tell you the way it is. I started a family at Metal Forever. Rachel, Donna Clayton, Carrie Huff, Kimberly Ross, etc. I created a real family. I don't even think some people know what I create unless you're really there. A real family. Family is real. The family consisted of talking to people, finding who's loyal, not loyal. Then people knew what I had and they stuck with me through this whole thing. And I take a lady like Raquel Rachel Riggs. Raquel just donated to me again. Raquel is about over 1,000 of donations. Hey, what's up, Tiffany? You take her, she's on SSI. Why'd she do it? She believed. If someone didn't have it, like Carrie Huff, she helped me with my donations. There was other ways. I talked about care and share. If you weren't in on this, I have the most successful rate for GoFundMe pages and getting help to people. Strange, right? Okay, we'll get on with the story. So we're past cancer. For that, I had the PT scans with the contrast and it affected me. True. I had my kidney out, gone. Now, that's not hard to explain to someone. I explained it a million times. The shakes and all I had, they have to do with a couple things. Back in about March, I got cleared for MS. I had the scans, no MS. I went to my family at Metal Forever, asking them. I figured this many people at Metal Forever, they're SSI people, they wouldn't know what's wrong with me. No one has pinned it. The shakes, the coordination, that I can't walk. Find something wrong there, right? All right. So I went to the family. They stuck with me. They listened to me. They tried to figure out what was wrong with me. Now it all goes back. After I had the PT scans, I went to my doctor, Michael Saccone. The thing about Saccone, he told me, when I went to go file my SSI papers on January 24th, he asked me, why are you filing papers? You don't get pain from kidney cancer. Find that strange, right? I couldn't walk. I'm saying, what do you mean you don't get pain for kidney cancer? The doctor said, no pain. Now, what's wrong here, kids? So I took it. Like I said, I got checked for MS. I stayed in that tube for 2 days, an hour and a half. Got cleared. So now, recently, I've been going for the PT scans. I'm going for a scan. Sorry about that. Swipe that. I'm going for a scan on my brain, and there is a test for Parkinson's. Now, why would I have walked into an SSI doctor and he said you might have Parkinson's? He said you might. My doctors have been debating, is it Parkinson's, or I got to ask you, is it something else? So it's down to two things, kids, and we'll clear up some things soon. It's either Parkinson's, or he said it could be a bad brain disorder. Now, I'll be in trouble if it's that. It's not good. So that's where we're at right now. The donations you all gave, I appreciate the donations. Trust me. You've helped me out a lot. It comes from the bottom of my heart. You don't know. I've been out on the street before. When I collapsed and had a triple seizure in my heat stroke, I didn't ask for one bit of help from no one. I wrote it out from July till October. I went back to work. It was only a matter of 2 months I found out I had cancer. So everything's been filed. I had kidney cancer. Your donations went toward a place. It was called To Help Me. If you look at my fundraiser page, there's not one thing about the medical bills. Now, if I didn't have cancer and all, the medical bills picked it up. I haven't been crying. I haven't been begging. I haven't been beating down people's doors for donations. I always said care and share. Someone would pick it up. And we get down to donations, and then we'll get down to Steve Torres, what's going down with this boy. Because he's taking it over the top. Really, this is the biggest bunch of cyberbullying I've ever seen in my life on Facebook, and I think it's what you've seen. If you don't see the bigger pictures, there's a group page that's going up. You can see it. It's horrifying. 8,000 plus horrifying comments and threats on my life. All right. Now I'll get these tests run, and we'll square up with that. The donation pages are real. There's not one thing in there, like I said. You read it. Look at the donation, who donated. We're talking about people. I've worked in the business. We'll clarify that. As a flight case maker for 33 years. I accomplished things in the music business most people don't get. And it was, to me, I didn't care. It's not about stardom. It's not about who I work with. But it comes down to the people that cared and the musicians that cared. That I've been with for 25 years plus, knowing. We're talking about the drummer for Cyndi Lauper, Sammy Marandino, has donated to me. Sammy has even put up on his page. Now, a guy with that credibility, why would he even do that? Sammy is my friend. I've known Sammy. Then you got Eddie Martinez, the guitarist for Blondie. Robert Palmer. And he's played in the First Run DMC video. Another one, why would Eddie donate? Because I've known Eddie. I've done cases for Eddie. Then you get the Grammy winner, 300 album producer, Mr. Jeff Bova. And you got to understand with all these guys, Bova has a career. When I first got into the business with Bova, before I did it, I wanted to meet Jeff. Jeff was the guy I wanted to meet, and I admired him. So about a 300 album producer that donated to me, and he's my friend. And he's also got a Grammy. Albums he's done, Cyndi Lauper, True Colors, Eat 'Em and Smile, David Lee Roth, and A Book of Souls by Iron Maiden. Now, why would, you know what, Jeff called me before he even donated. Jeff found how sick I was. He donated twice or 3 times. People has blown this whole thing out of proportion, and I'm going to get to that and why. I don't know. I'm looking at a very sick, deranged person that lied so much to the public. Facebook, thousands of things said around the net about me. All lies. And we're going to ask why right now. Steve Torres, and this goes out to you, Steve. You can listen to this. I ain't ranting and raving. Now they get a story. Steve Torres started with me with Metal Forever. The invite's there. Great place to be. Come in, join the party. People came. So did Steve. And with Steve Torres, what he did started around July. And I don't care names. Everybody who got their names mentioned here deserved it. You scored brownie points with me and with the public. And now they're going to get to know your names. It starts with my kid opening a fundraiser page and gets a donation retracted by Bonnie Lisa. And you've seen that up on my page because she got kicked out of Metal Forever. Now, why would you ever get so compulsive to retract a donation? You either gave because you cared, or you took back because of vengeance and you weren't getting what you want. So she took the offensive side. Whatever her motives were for doing it, I heard a different story. Her husband, whatever, took it, whatever. But in the end, it's in black and white there, Bonnie, if you're listening to me. It says you retract the donation and you put me under an investigation. That's sad, Bonnie. I try to warn you. I've called you a couple times in the last weeks. I was trying to save everyone from this pain of what's about ready to hit. All right. So now we're back to Steve. After that was done in July, I was doing a video on social media to help you people. The do's and don'ts. When you hit the enter key, it surrounds you 100% with everyone. Imagine that. I'm there out to save people on Facebook I don't even know. So I did the video. I got in touch with Steve and I said, Steve, please. Now, Steve, don't do any of your looks that kill rock shop ads on my feed. Steve Torres took the offensive side. He told me he would take down all my stuff he had for GoFundMe off his pages and what. He never had one thing, I doubt, on his pages. So he's going to take something down. He don't. He's giving me all this crap. And I said, if the stuff I'm doing goes overboard one day, Steve. Oh, thanks a lot, Roberta. The thing that with Steve is he came back and said he would take it all down. I'm telling him I would help him out with Looks to Kill, and I'll make Metal Forever bigger. I'll get you exposure. That wasn't good enough for Steve. So after that, I don't know, maybe a month. I don't know how long it was. I looked at the chat box. I keep a lot of chat box open. All of a sudden, I seen Steve Torres under my fundraiser put, "It's a fraud." So if you really want to know who started this stuff, Mr. Steve Torres. You can blame yourself, my friend. Now, with Steve Torres doing that, I question marked on the thing. He never got back to me. Now I'm trying to question, why would you say I'm a fraud? All right. Why would you go do that? I do nothing to no one on the net. Trust me. I try to be nice, try to be helpful. You got a problem on the net, you got a hacker, I'll do my best to pull you out of it. I don't think that's a bid. I think that's the best ticket in town. I'm taking my mind, using my time. It's like I'm working for free. And I don't mind. So what Steve did after I did that, Tinkerbell faked her death. Imagine that. You know what? I don't know if Tinkerbell knows what she did. Faking your death is a federal law. You get in big trouble. Imagine that. Imagine you think you're so funny on Facebook, I'll get him back. I'll fake my death. Wrong move. That's a bad move, Tinkerbell. Think about that if you see this. She faked her death, so Steve ran with it with the first post. He says, GoFundMe page, an MRI with contrast. Now, I want you all to think about this. There has never been a page up with MRIs with contrast. I had the only page to be in sick with MRI with contrast. And to correct myself right there, it was actually the PT scans. I corrected on the fundraiser page, and I'll correct them on all of them. It doesn't matter about the MRIs or the contrast. It was the contrast. I mean, the MRIs or the PT scans. It was the contrast, period. We're going to get on with the story. Isn't this getting good? Steve, you should like this. I'm not yelling. Not worth it. So what Steve Torres did, he put up the first thing. I got to ask you guys a question. If you could get away with something and lie about it and got the attention, some people might just run with it and keep it up. That's sad. What Steve Torres did, he ran with it. The first thing that went up, that bunch of posts. People came. Paul don't have cancer. You get it out from the back. You do not get the cancer I had from the back. You get it from the front. I've showed the paperwork, and I'm not going back to show it again. I've showed doctors, this, that, the other thing. I've showed you where I got cut. There's no more to show. So with running with it, Tinkerbell got involved. There was a Dan Reynolds who wrote the thing for Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell texted me saying that she was her daughter and I murdered her. Jeanette Carnes, that's your next, Jeanette. Dig this. Jeanette Carnes got involved and I'm a murderer. So now I got the thing. I don't have my kidney out. I'm not sick. There's no problem. I want to wonder, there is a problem. I am sick. A lot of people jumped on me. So from there with Jeanette, and this goes out to you, Bonnie Lisa. Bonnie Lisa put the post up there. I got them all snapshot. Ready for this? 8,000 plus posts. That's crazy. Would you do that to someone that was sick? I'm God-given, and I care about people. I would never, ever go against someone that's sick unless they're so evil. I try to help people, and we'll get to that. Now with it, the post got worse and worse with Steve. Steve ran with the lie. Big lie. Pulled him off cancer, fake illness pages, this, that. And then he brought Raquel Riggs into it. Raquel Riggs. Rach, sorry about that, honey. Now, with that, he put up a picture and took the picture of Rach. And this is where Steve messed up so bad. He grabbed the picture of Rachel saying she was my girlfriend. Really? I met Rachel in January. I've been with my girlfriend for 10 years. That's not my girlfriend. Rachel's my friend. I call her the godmother of the family. Joking around. It's not a cult, clan, cult, whatever. It's a family that we stick together. We stick by each other. I think you know by Carrie Huff. Carrie Huff is doing a great job. Give me some hearts there, Carrie. So with it, she involved Raquel Riggs. Where Steven messed up is that there's a part in his little plan that he ran with us so bad. He involved Rachel and lost her mortgage and her house with a fire. That wasn't Rachel. That was Vaughn. He took someone's GoFundMe page, looked at it, and took her story and added to Rachel. Vaughn's mother, Vaughn's on Facebook. She had a GoFundMe page. Her mother did light up the house. The two dogs got killed. And her mother went to jail. Because I tried to help Vaughn, because a fundraiser page, Steve took it and ran with it. Nice move there, Steve. Let it rock. Okay, so we're out of that. So now the guy has pinned me, that I ridicule me, dog me, try to ruin what I was about for my whole life. Not going to happen. We'll get on with the story. Ready, kids? Now, when you start running with your lies, you'll start grabbing everything. Let's start with, and Raymond's going to know about this, the guy with the Santa Claus suit. That's Raymond Ronsmith. Steve Torres took his picture. Says he was with me on some scam. I've been running a scam for 3 years. How was I running a scam for 3 years, Steve? Imagine this. I've been with C&D Case for over a decade. And the day I quit, I didn't quit. I called in my leave. I doubt I'll be going back, but I called in my leave, and at C&D Case, they're well aware of it. I call my boss every 2 weeks and once a week. So I was only sick. Where's the 3 years this guy's come up? 3 friggin' years. Are you crazy? I've been running scams, fraud, 5 different terminal illnesses. I had cancer, terminal illness. That's my terminal illness. As of the other 2, I got cleared for everything else. So I'll be on to 2 terminal illnesses. I was getting checked for the rest. Imagine that. Now I see Christine Jerome's in here. And Christine Jerome knows for a fact that I was a case maker. Because God forbid her husband Chris knows the Misfits. And I've seen Chris and his wife down at the Misfit shows. That's how I met him. Had a nice conversation with Christine Jerome. I mean, backstage, I meet a lot of people, but I think Christine will tell you I like talking more than I do watching the show. How you doing, Christine? Tell Chris I said hello. Okay, so we get on it. So what he did was took Raymond Rhinesmith's picture of Santa Claus and ran with it. A big lie, busted on his balls. This guy ain't perfect. Just called him fat, this, that. They all came in on it. And I'm very disappointed in the musicians. Shame on you. I don't make fun of people on the net. I joke around with people that know I'm joking around. You don't take it out on other people. You don't make fun of their disabilities. Now, if you see me walk right now, and people have made fun of me walking out of this house because I can't get too far. I look like a cripple. Why would I walk on a Newark street like that? We'll get on with the story. So with Steve doing that, what was Steve's next move? Keep going, right? Why stop there? Keep going. You get Michael Mondo, my friend. Michael Mondo wrote one post. I see the love pouring in for Paulie D. And Steve Torres took his name and used it. Block Michael Mondo, blah, 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 whatever. Michael Mondo ain't too happy. You take a family name, not good. We'll keep going with the story. This is good. This is like the midnight hour with Paulie D. Calm and relaxed. Imagine that. So we're going to take. There's another person that loves running with it. Now I got to ask the management for Angel or Angels. See, Angels wasn't the first band I run into with that name. It was actually my friend Denny Roble. I had the first video on U68. You ain't the creation of that name. Good concept. I got to ask the management for the band Angels, why the heck, in my time with dealing with management, I've seen shit go down in the business because I was the owner of the Ultimate Case Company. Making sense to you kids? All them cases you see, I designed them and made them. One hell of a story for Facebook. And the people I worked with. You don't put pictures up of BB King and stuff. I rode with the King for 20 plus years. God bless you, BB. I miss you, bro. All them pictures are real. It comes from my life. It comes from a story. Back to the story, kids. This is a long one, but good. I haven't got up to the good point. So stick around. You might want to hear this. So with all this crap, you took Mondo, and then you got Jeanette Carnes, who says she manages, she runs a fan page. She did the devious shit I've ever seen. And you're going to promote a band like, you're going to promote someone's band. I'm pretty disappointed with the other bands that are surrounded by Steve Torres. I would have walked up, got away, got my band out of there, and saved face. Shame on you. A lot of people, you got Jeanette Carnes, we'll get back to her in a second. You had Julie, who's the model, spokesmodel. I didn't harass no one. I didn't threaten no one. I didn't threaten your kids for money. I didn't hold you for hostage. I didn't ask you to date. I didn't tell you to take your clothes off. I didn't rape you. I didn't tell you to suck it. All right? I'm going to keep it clean. Imagine that. This is going on YouTube. I want this to go worldwide. I didn't do nothing. But Jeanette Carnes really did a number on me. And Julie, I called Julie's, how about this, Julie? I called your business up. The owner, hey, what's up, man? I called the owner of where you say you work on your page. All the shit got sent over there. It also got sent to Striper. It also got sent to a place that does bullying. It's been sent out there and it's getting more. You haven't got to the good part, kids. It took me a lot of time to do, so you know what? We'll hang. So we got Jeanette Carnes, right? We got Julie out of the way. I hope this is all worth it for everyone, man. I think it's a bunch of shit. Okay, so after Julie, we got Jeanette Carnes. And you know what? Jeanette, I never asked you for money, and you and your son are the biggest bunch of liars I've ever seen in the world. And I love what your son put out. Imagine that. He can't erase it. He erased the other one. I caught the one where he made fun of me and all the nice things he said about me. Now, aren't you people getting it? Pull together a story. Well, don't have kidney cancer no more because they took my kidney. No cancer. His MRIs are clean from MS. When he had the PT scans, it basically crippled my ass. I'm getting 2 tests run. One for my brain. If I have a brain disorder, there's big problems there. And finish the one for Parkinson's. Okay, we're cleared up with that. On with the story. Now with Jeanette Carnes, she spread it around as much as everybody else. Stacy Leap, you like that one? Dorothy Hill, a registered nurse. Steve Torres said his staff, his registered nurse, why don't you go over to Steve Torres's page? Watch what happens. Once you get on the offensive side with Steve Torres, what are you talking about with Paul? Where's all your friggin' proof? All Steve will do will block you out of there like he blocked everyone. Steve, God, he don't like people on the defensive side helping people because they're figuring out it was a lie. Thank you, Carrie. I like the hearts. Why would you run with that, man? Jeanette Carnes and her sons saying all them nasty things. So we got a bunch of nasty things down the line here, man. Okay. Dorothy Hill went against me. A lot of people went against me that say they were for me. Your prayers are full of shit. Now we get to Christy Bronwell. Piece of work there, Chris. Let me tell you about her. She came in to Road to Recovery. She came back. I know Chrissy for a while. I blocked her out of the metal forever. I took her back. Wrong move. My bad. As much as Tinkerbell, my bad. Bad judgment. I learned now. What Chrissy Bronwell came to Road Recovery to cover for, a recovering heroin addict. She asked me for help that she wasn't going to survive. I took 6 hours of my time and tried to find her a rehab, I think in Kentucky. Hard to find a rehab down there to get someone help so they don't die. Imagine that, 6 hours of my friggin' time. I called Chrissy up. All I got to do was the tools that she had to go and ride with it. Now see, I know one thing, and I've never shot dope, and we'll get to that in a minute. With road recovery, I've always told people, if you've done dope, you were addicted to the needle, not the dope. Motion thing. Imagine that. Finding a vein and sticking it. Habit. As much as cigarettes. Imagine that shit, Care. Give me some hearts. Thank you. I knew that was coming. We're going to get to road recovery in a minute. Now, with that, she came there. It's printed in black and white. All this stuff is snapshotted. Like, you think you're going to walk away from social media? If you're going to rob a bank, make sure you cover your tracks good. Remove everything. Because God forbid, I got a snap thing on everything. Wow. Screwed. I mean, if you come in and you think you were going against me, surprise, wrong move. I snapshotted everything. So if you went over to Steve Torres and went against me, thinking you were so funny and I'll get away with this and I want to fit in with the click shit, bad move. Why would you go over? This is like, I feel like I'm in the stand. I'm Abigail and I'm facing the dark man. I feel like it's good versus evil now. I feel like the good stays on the good side. The bad goes with the evil. You like that? Funny. I thought that was cute to put that in. I got to put please don't fear the reaper at the beginning of the show. So we're down to all this stuff. It's all like the craziest thing. And I feel bad for you people that you had to listen to it. And it really got you unfocused to the point of what was happening with me. People walked away. This feed should be full. On this one, 100%. There shouldn't be just 10, 20, 35. There should be 1,000 comments in here. This is the best live feed that people should really key into tomorrow. It should actually make the news, and that's next. So with all this crap they have dealt me, the ridiculing, this, that, the other thing. Chrissy Brownwell, I try to help you. You donated 50. I agree. But what you did to me, why you turned on me, I didn't have my kidney out. I'm a scammer. You went with Steve Torres for this. Again, notoriety. Shame on you. As much as Dorothy Hill, you're a registered nurse. I tried to talk to you, Dorothy. I messaged you. You said you were calling me back, but you had a pie in the oven. 15 hours later. Don't take that long to cook a pie. Shame on you, Dorothy Hill. So, on with the story. Wow, this is going to be a great freaking book. The Life of Paulie D with the Family. Dig that. So we get on with the story. It gets on to other shit. It gets on to hacking. How do people on Facebook land love the word hacking? I think we all hate it. How about they have hacked into people's accounts over this? They have hacked into GoFundMe pages over this. They have hacked and tried to hack into my PayPal account. And we're getting to that. Stick around. So they try to hack into my accounts, people's accounts. They even hacked into Ray San Martin's daughter's account because she was admin at Metal Forever. So if you got hacked into someone's account, you could get admin control for Metal Forever. Imagine this. I'm onto something here, kids. So imagine 400 and some odd people got deleted from Metal Forever because they hacked into the account of the person, went through Metal Forever and said, I'm going to block you. Just when the block happened, I went to Metal Forever for some strange reason. And I looked at it, which was Ray San Martin's daughter. Find that kind of strange, right? Why would the daughter of a father that's taken me and knows about my life and haven't been on Facebook? I talked to her last night. There's another problem, Steve. I would like to know, I ain't blaming you for all this. I'm wondering if it's you or someone that you know. That's good on a computer. Pretty good. Not good enough. I want to know, you're the only one that used the word narcissist. I've never used that word in my life. I've heard you know what? There's one thing you wrote. There's one thing you wrote because he took control of Melinda St. Martin's account. How's the word narcissist come involved? You're the only one that uses that. I find that strange. Out of thousands of people I know, they don't use that word. I don't know. I might be wrong. I'm not blaming you, Steve, but it comes too close. Have a drink on me. Steve Torres, I want to know where your RN nurses are. I want to see the proof. There is no proof. You say you got RN nurses, doctors, this, that. Like I said, they're only uncovering me for two problems. You have 5 scams for 3 years. This, that. Steve, they're all lies, man. Where are you going, bro? Where did you pull this up? Did you think you were really going to run with the public for this long? How long were you going to run with it until you grabbed whatever you could, turn them on me, who's sick? Take my donation page, bring it to shit, rob the blind, rob into pages. Someone had to do it, Steve. And the fingers pointed somewhere it looks to kill Rock Shop, HMG, Raidio, and Steve Torres. And the people that were involved. Now, there's another problem I forgot. You got Stacey Eddy, a member of my family. I've talked to Stacey Eddy. Someone took a picture of her dead sister and grabbed it off her page and used it and laughed about her. It's all a snapshot. You can see it in my group page. Pretty horrifying. Why would you take someone's dead sister and use her picture on Facebook? And people are laughing about it. Now, I asked Stacey Eddy something, and she said something really weird. I was talking to her video, and she said, someone hacked into my phone, Paul. That thing is a video of me talking to you. Now, how did someone hack into her phone? It's pretty strange how so many people, because of this, were getting hacked. Kimberly Ross, Lisa Thomas. There's some serious allegations here that they're true. The ones that Steve has, Torres, are not true. And I'm going to explain why. Now, Steve said there was these 2 couples that were running the GoFundMe scam down in Bloomfield. You got that, Dan, right? The GoFundMe scam ran out here in Jersey. So why not run with your big story and hop on to the next thing? You ready for this? Steve Torres, and I would never mention this name, and I'm going to mention it because I would love, they're going to check into him. The New Jersey District Attorney. Why would you ever mention that name? I called there and they said, if you supply us with any false evidence, you might go to jail. That's what they have on the recording. So I've talked to them, Steve, don't worry about it. They're next on your list. There's no record of me in the District Attorney of Jersey. I'm under investigation. Now, Steve Torres says I'm under some big investigation. I don't think so. It's all been checked out. Call him. Wait on the phone. Ask him if there's an investigation under Paul DeVoe or Paulie D. We'll get to, hang on, rest of the story. Now, how far are you going to run on Facebook when you start getting notoriety? Oh my God, I got people. They're coming in. I got him. I'm going to take him. Hey, Matt, what's up? I'm going to take him. I'm going to use him up. This one, you're not going to use no one up. You're not going to use my family on Metal Forever. You're not going to use the people that you hurt. And I'm sorry you involved them people, because them people with them ugly chats, it's all getting thrown into one case. And like Tinkerbell and everybody who started, your names are up here for a reason. You did wrong, and you keep doing it. I'm very disappointed in America. So this is what I did today. Steve Torres said there was a file on me at PayPal. That's really the kicker. I got to call PayPal today. Spent an hour with him, Steve. Real good conversation. I went in and they said someone try it. Basically, if my card information got changed, it was someone trying to hack into my account. They have a block on it. That's the blocker. Now, after talking to them, I told them the story, what happened to me over here. Steve Torres says there's a file on me. Let's help out Paulie D. File for scam. There is no file on me at all. My PayPal is clean. And Steve Torres, again, you lied. Now here's what's fun, Steve. When I got off of PayPal, they wanted your number, and they got it. And they're opening up a full investigation on Steve Torres looks to kill Rob Shop. They think that was crazy, really crazy move on someone's part to run with a sick person's health, say he was in a scam, involved with a lot of crooked shit. And I'll tell you something, Steve Torres also said I smoke crack. I have never touched a shit in my life. If I'd done something in my life, smoked pot, I admit to it. But as a crack, that's a drug you'll steal off your mother from. As much as you did heroin. And people know that shit. Hey, Cindy. You know, there's a lot of things people can do in life. And you know what I found out? Maybe this was all a learning experience for me. I feel sorry, and I'm going to persist on what I'm doing to the point that I'm going to turn everything over to authorities, which it has been. But the second part is really going to start getting turned over. One thing I'm not going to do is destroy my Christmas. Okay? Thanks, Susan. I'm not going to destroy my Christmas at all. What I decided to do, I'm not going to put up no post on my page. If I go live, you'll hear about it. I'll do a once a week update on my health. And I'm going back to Metal Forever to have fun with my family for Christmas. And I'm going to spend it there on Christmas Eve. I did it last year, had a ball. On Christmas Day, I'll spend it with you. New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. I'm going back to having fun. I used to have fun, and all I can do, I can't go nowhere unless someone gets me out of here. I only can do is sit in front of a computer screen. I'm nailed to the screen. Steve, you forgot. When I worked and I owned my own case company, I lived on only 1 hour sleep, if none. So I glued to this thing, Steve. So every move you make, I was ahead of you by 10 steps. I always said in the feed, just when you think you know it all on Facebook, I'll be 50 steps ahead of you. Steve, you should have watched my videos. It was a lot of information. And we'll get down to this. As I'm going back from Metal Forever, I'm going to have fun there. And I'm going to get off here and go there. Metal Forever is the place of fun. Place where I started the family. Crazy idea. Imagine a family on Facebook that would actually stick together. You would help out each other. There's nothing bad with that. It's not no cult. They created the family SSI people and people that are lonely. They went there, and if people got banned from there, they retaliated. I would keep them on my page. That wasn't good enough. Even Tinkerbell, she was on my page. She blocked herself. They all blocked themselves. See, the family at Metal Forever is one thing. My page, that was another. We're also going to get down to Paul's got fake Facebook pages. No, they're not. The one with the picture of me and Rachel Riggs, that's mine. Signed up with me. Rock and Robbie, mine. Okay? Paul DeVoe, I had to do it. Sorry. You would do it with 8,000 horrifying comments? I think you would. I did what I had to do. They're all registered under me. So where's the fake fundraiser? Where's the fake Facebook page? You got my name. I changed my name. Steve, had fun. Now, you look at all this and what you have to do to make things right on Facebook. I did what I had to do. Nothing serious, nothing where I hurt anyone. What Steve Torres did was hurt people, hurt Rachel Riggs, Raymond Reinsmith, Michael Mondo, and a bunch of people. Why would you ever damage someone that had a great story for you on Facebook? The story of the music business. I would have took that. I would have been someone's best friend. I didn't think I was all that in a bag of chips and stuff, but one hell of a story. And with the family there, I created, I'm serious. There's about 400 group pages of mine. I own them. I created them for Road Recovery, and now we're on to that. Road Recovery is a special place out of all my places. I always said I would drop Metal Forever and would go to Road Recovery. And I said, it's a place of magic. Now, And people said, what, you could kill someone? I can't kill no one in there. I said, if you're going to detox, work with your doctors. I'm not a specialist. I'm not a guy that hands out pills. I'm not a guy that hands out medication. I'm not a psychiatrist. I say on every one of my feeds. People have gotten better there. It's the best rehab for stress, anxiety, depression, the qualities of life, getting off drugs, alcohol. It applies to it all. You just did that stuff over your years. We partied. Who didn't? Now with that, it covered up all our happiness. You ran from happiness to cover up the sadness. So we're all involved. Back in the 80s, who didn't party? My sister. She's in here right now. I didn't forget about you, Denise. With it, some people just took it to the extent that they couldn't quit, or actually, on top of it, they become prescription junkies. It wasn't their fault, man. You look at a dope addict or whatever, you look at someone on Xanax, whatever, it doesn't matter. They got involved with something that was addicting, and they kept doing to the point where they couldn't stop. Now the point is to try to get off the shit like that. And it goes in, I might as well tell you, with this feed, it goes in to come to Road Recovery and find out who you are. Clear out your closet of all your junk. Get straight and start your whole life over. You can have an extra 30 or 40 years if your heart was beating right, your blood pressure was better, no stress. If Steve Torres think he stressed me out about this whole thing, the only thing that's shaking on me is because of the contrast. I told you, you go to Road Recovery, I'll teach you to have someone not shake you, make you, or break you. And that's the way you should be, not walking on eggshells, enjoying your life, enjoying your golden years. Not to the point that your nerves have taken over and they destroy you, or addiction destroys you. And that sounds sort of strange. A guy like me, like Steve Torres says, to support my crack habit. There's no support in my crack habit. Where the hell? I'm trying to figure out where the hell he came in with support in my crack habit. I go to help people. And Lynn's in here, and I'll talk about Lynn in a minute. You go there to help some people, and people get better. Let's talk about Rachel Riggs. And Raquel came to me in 3 months. Raquel was on a walker, a cane, overweight, blood sugar high. It's right in there in Road Recovery. She's off the cane and the walker. God, it's like God gift, a miracle cure. Walker and the cane. She's about 100 pounds lighter. And her blood sugar went from 500 down to 90. Somewhere around there. That's one story. Carrie Huff. Strained herself. I haven't talked to Carrie, but I think she's probably off the alcohol almost by now, and Xanax. Donna Clayton, from 8 Xanax to 3. Imagine that. Jenny McCarthy had to live somewhere, do things she didn't want to do, to live there, to go sleep in the house. She chose not to. She slept outside listening to me in 5 below zero weather. She donated to me. I gave her the keys to the kingdom, the search engines. Jenny McCarthy went from that house that she was really getting sexually abused, over to a shelter, from a shelter to a tent. Jenny McCarthy's in her own apartment. Not bad. I cried when Jenny gave me the money. I gave back. Now we'll get to Kimberly Ross. Rare blood disease, no name, no cure. They told Kimberly she might lose her other leg, but she still has it. Kimberly didn't do nothing for 8 years. Kimberly now, after 8 years, she listened to me. She can hike, kayak, and camp. And I think drive. There's even Elisa Thomas, man. She had no voice. See, when you get your shit together and you're not nervous, your voice comes out. You turn from Minnie Mouse into Mighty Mouth. Elisa Thomas. That's why there's hundreds of stories over there in Road Recovery. And this is what Steve Torres did. Try to take down the best rehab in the world And I hate to say it's me. I've invented something about life and logic that it helps. Sure helped me. I learned a lot over a year, man, about being sick. I found out about cancer, about that your nails can show crease in your nail divots. They look like your nails got shoved in a door. Bad vitamin deficiency, or you could have problems with your kidney, like kidney cancer. So I went through all this shit and I learned, man. It was like a learning experience of 23 hours a day I had schooling. An issue came up on Facebook, I watched it. You're welcome, Carrie. Anytime. You got my number, girl. You know, I watched everything come up on Facebook, and I found one thing about Facebook. When you put up your posts, I hate to say, you want to check who someone is, check their posts. When they put up their post on their page, they're writing about themselves. 100%. If you're a hateful person, you have hateful posts. If you're a woman abuser, you have really sick comedy posts up about chicks. I know a couple of people like that. Your posts tell a story about your life, and I didn't figure that out till, I don't know, maybe April or May. I said, wow, man, this person is like this. I took the people I knew and looked at their posts, the evil people, the good people on Facebook, and it came up logical. Your posts are about you. So I started checking people's pages. I'm into their posts now. I want to know what they're about. Ah, that's good, Cindy. Hey, look at Cindy Campbell. Is that a gift there? And my diabetes numbers are great. Now we got another problem in here. I had someone, and she's in here right now. Sometimes you meet a person for a reason on Facebook. Maybe they got guided to you for a reason. It's Lynn that's in here. Lynn Chaplet. And with Lynn, you look on my page, she had a thing. It's called cyberbullying. And I'll get to that. I have a feeling for what I did, if I put it together with helping people with fundraiser pages, and people like Lynn with cyberbullying, I think I got one hell of a family that'll take it down. When you cyberbully someone, it's like a disease. Pick on the person. Let me get something straight about this whole issue. I'm not going to quit a battle, and I'm not going to lose it. I will have fun. It doesn't bother me. When I was a kid, I was very abused in school. Beat up all the time, running. I don't run no more. I could draw out a map to get home every day alive. I went home. I got beaten with locks and socks. I had a teacher punch me in the stomach right in front of the class. I climbed to the top of the ropes. They tried to shake me and so I would hit the ground. I don't know, 50 feet up, 60, whatever it was, 30, whatever. You got to imagine this torment every day I went through my whole friggin' life. And Steve Torres comes around and he thinks I'm going to back down from him. Steve, let me tell you something, my friend. I got more abuse going to a school than you could ever lay on me right now. You can't hurt me. You don't bother me. You never will. When you think I was yelling, oh, I got him mad. Wrong, Steve. You want to see us flip? Yeah, Steve Torres, are you kidding me, man? Get out of here, Steve. I created road recovery. I can flick the switch. Boy, man, you were the fool, not me. Take a lesson, Steve. Shit came from road recovery. You learn a lot. Learned a lot about life. That's why I said the place is important. You can't let cyberbullying kick you down. And like Lynn, we'll see what we can do about you next. I'm going to take the initiative. And like I said, with Steve Torres for what he did, I'm not going to let it go. God forgives. This time I don't. I'm going to take what every law enforcement place, FBI, whatever, it's all going to catch up with Steve Torres this week. You got a lot of explaining to do to people on Facebook. You're going to have to explain all the people where all these lies came, why PayPal is going to investigate your ass, and why you try to shut down a fundraiser for a person that was sick. The fundraisers are real. They never reach a goal. I changed the goal of my fundraiser thinking you got scared. I wasn't scared. They never reached a goal at all. They kicked one down or ran out of time, another one went up. Nothing wrong with that. No fraud. I've talked to PayPal about it. I said, PayPal, was I in scams for 3 years? I didn't even remember being that sick. They said, no, Paul. See, Steve's got to wonder one thing. I only opened a PayPal when my son took over. My son opened it. I don't know, a little bit down the line. So PayPal, my sickness goes back. My sickness goes back to December 19th when I found out I had cancer. It goes back to my kid opens a fundraiser, the first fundraiser. I'm not lying about that. He opened that up on December 25th. I'm going to just go back a little on everything. On December 27th, I had the scans for the PT scans with the contrast. By the 10th, I had fatigue. I started shaking. By January 10th, by the 15th, I couldn't walk. Had trouble. I can get to the door, whatever, down the hallway. It's not too good these days. But we'll find out what's going on. Just like the saga of Paulie D. Next week on Paulie D, what step are you in, what shape? So we got through all that. My kid puts up a fundraiser page. His grandmother dies. Daddy took it over. I sold $2,000 of my kiss shit that was on there. So, you know what? If you look at the people that donate it, they never reach your goal. That's it. It's real. As a Steve Torres, start explaining to your hooks and crooks, because I'm going to put a little thing on my timeline and I want you to read it. It's about Steve Torres said you can call the 1-800 number, and I want you to find a file on me. And once you go over to Steve Torres and ask him questions, because I guarantee he's going to block you. Steve Torres don't want no questions asked, because if he don't have it his way or the highway, he don't want to hear it. He just wants to run with the lie on you people. And I feel bad for you that you got caught in this. Any horrifying, and I told Dorothy Hill, Cynthia, and all them. Cynthia Hilton, you're another one. Prayers for me, this and that. You went to the wrong side. I explained this to Stacy Lee. Now, I forgot about this one. There was a message sent to Steve Torres that there was a cop looking to talk to him. I'll put that post up too. Steve Torres replied with, Paulie D is using it. It's a fake. It's a scam again. That impersonating a police officer. Now, come on, man. Why would I ever give you a name of a cop to look on Facebook that he's looking to mess? He's an ex-sergeant of Irvington, Michael Island. Now, he said he called the Irvington police. Of course. Steve, he's a retired sergeant. Of course you're not going to call the desk. I don't think you're going to get him if he's retired. Wake up. Stop sniffing that shit. Not good. Now, I was not kidding, Steve. I believe you need more help than that. Now, with that page is open for Michael, for him to message him and have a private PM message. And Michael's even offer anyone with these allegations that I know Paul DeVoe for 47 years. Now, that's crazy. Why would I ever put a thing about an ex-cop, retired cop, and impersonate him? Another sick allegation of you, Steve. Shame on you. I'm telling you, bro, why would you do this to a person? I'm still asking why. Exactly, Carrie, you win the prize. You got to be one sick-demented person to come up with all these lies and fool the public. This is like scamming a cookie jar without a cookie in it. Why would you do that, Steve? I'm asking the question, why would you do it? I've asked you over and over. You have got the messages. You have got the messages about everything. And you're asking why Why did he do it? And I'm telling you why. Because Steve Torres, and I did feel bad. I do feel bad. I lost my father in another way. He lost his father from Parkinson's. And the minute I got put in my fundraiser, I was getting checked for Parkinson's. Target word. Steve Torres targeted me for the word Parkinson's because his father passed away from him. Sorry, Steve. I just don't got no heart left. I prayed for your father, prayed for the kid you lost. You took it over the amount that you shouldn't have done that. And I never took out anger on my friends, family, and beyond Facebook because what happened to my father. You shouldn't have done it with your father. People have problems, they lose people. You should have went to the road recovery and asked me. I would have helped you recover from that. You would jeopardize for all the writing that goes up. I want you people to look at what Steve Torres has done to me. If you did that much writing on Facebook, I got to ask you, hey, Kim, how you doing? I see you just trying to party. If you did that much writing on Facebook, as much as Steve Torres, he runs a business called looksthatkillrockshop.com. Go in. He has a number there. Leave him a message. Tell him you'd like to know. Where's the proof? Now, with that, he seems to use Looks That Kill Rock Shop. Damn, that name found familiar. Oh, I forgot this. Thank you. So I forgot that. That's a Motley Crue song. Looks That Kill. I want to know from Motley Crue if they get this. Does Steve Torres got the rights to use your name, the licensing for the merchandise, and to even involve Nikki Sixx with some sick, demented person like you, Steve Torres? And this goes out to the other bands that surround him. For what? Why would you go for notoriety with a radio station? For what? I looked at the totals. 42,000 listens. How long you been open, Steve? I could easily go in there, go in and out, listen. If you've been in business for that long, I know people that got over 100,000 listeners. That's crazy. You misled the public by all these people that follow you, listeners. There's a difference. I don't care anybody you win him with. It don't thrill me. I don't get a kick at it. I don't think you're better than me. I don't think I'm better than you. Imagine that. And I ruled with BB King for years. Great guy. He actually gave Sherman $200 to take me and my ex-wife to dinner. Extra upon the order. I was in with the stars. And like I said, Steve, you got a big thing to ask. You got to answer to PayPal now. Answer all the allegations you have told me. Stop my fundraiser. Have my girlfriend, not Rachel, Lisa here, go to hospital 3 times over this bullshit. Because some people are different than me. You just don't know how to let go. So here's where it stands. Everything that if anyone thinks they'll go over there now and erase the shit, it's all been friggin' snapshot. I snapped it. I got hundreds of files full of shit. Don't think you're going to go now and over there and erase it and say, oh my God, what did I do? Too late. You should have thought of that before you type. I'm a lot smarter on this one. Steve Torres, you're not going to get rid of the posts. You're not going to get rid of what you did. You're just going to a lot of explaining, and whatever the law does to you, I ain't kidding. You, Jeanette Carnes, her son, all the hateful shit. Tinkerbell with the murder, death. She faked her death. Someone's in big trouble. You should have looked up the laws on cyberbullying. They go from 2 with fines, 2 to 10 to 18 to life. Now, if you expect to come to me and give mercy on any of you, not this time. I'll take the good people and take my side with my family and meddle forever. And say, you know what? I did the right thing. Some people did the wrong. Now people say, I'm going to keep you updated once a week now. Let me tell you, Chrissy Dots came in here. I talked to Chrissy. I'm looking at the feed. I can't do everything at once. But Chrissy Dots, I talked to, and she would tell you Steve Torres don't want to hear it. I'm going to actually bring Chrissy on the phone next week, and a couple people, Carrie Huff, on Face the Facts. Put up, shut up, please. It's going to go into a show that talks about the views of people. If you got a view, I'll be glad to look it over, review it for a week, and then tell you. I don't care if it's the news or whatever. I'll get people on here and then let them voice their opinions, especially my family on Facebook. I really thought about that. I really wanted to open a show called Meet the Family. I would like to thank all you. And if you do want to donate, the PayPal's there. I'm not going to rape your wife. I'm not going to rape someone. I'm not going to beat up their daughter. And I forgot about one thing. You had another. Damn, man, I forgot one. You have this girl, Haley Sedlock, got hit in the head with a beer can. Well, let me clarify that one. Yes, I used to date her mother. True. I used to take care of Haley, help with the bills out there back in 2009 or 8. I stayed with her, helping her for 2 or 3 years. Not out there. I went out 3 times. I never did that. And then her father comes and says all this shit. I don't want nothing to do with your father, Mark Marshall, Haley Sedlock. You lied to. You people don't change, Mark. I went down to the police station out there in Detroit and filed a report on you. I could probably still pick it up. You're evil, man. Why would you even attack me? Why didn't you let it go? Where's the reports? Where was the mother? Where was Terry? Don't push me too far. You might get a surprise. I'm not talking about attacking you. What can go up on the net? Be smart. I never want to bother with you people again. I've left you alone. You seem to come back into my life and think like you're going to destroy it by a kid saying, he threw a beer can. If I would have threw a beer can, the kid would have probably been dead. I never did it. I got 3 kids of my own. And you have your life out there. And Haley, I wish you the best. Stop posting bullshit where you can run with it. I'm in your castle. Your mom invited me there. I just got ripped off and I came back and got out of this situation. I'm not too stupid to understand. You were too young to not understand. I was good to you, kid. Took you to school every day, too. Boy, was I a fool. There's the thing. So it comes down to this. If you want to donate. The fundraiser page is there. It's appreciable. I've told you my story. We'd love to hear yours. Everything was legal. You got the PayPal. Everybody goes, how can I do it, Paul? You got PayPal. You got the fundraiser pages. And like I said, I thank you for everybody who helped me. And I hope this cleared up everything. And after I get off here, I'm going to have fun for once in a lifetime. I'm going over for Metal Forever and do what I like. I'm going to grab a bunch of pictures and grab some Van Halen, put the headsets on. You know what? I forgot what enjoying music was again. And I'm going back right now. I don't know. I hit some Judas Priest on, and you can join me there. It's a fun place. And if you want to go to, like I said, Road to Recovery, I'm going back to Saturday nights. I'm going to start a new session. I'm going to spend the holidays with you on December 24th, the 5th, the 31st of December, and January for the New Year 1st. So you cheer up. Life is too short, and I never let it slip, don't you? Like I said, nothing bothered me. And you know what? You go over to Steve Torres. That's right, Susan. You tell him family. We are family. You go to Steve Torres, and why don't you go to Steve Torres, Torres. He's got a page. Why don't you drop a post? Like, why did you do this? Ask him that. And put Paul is sick. Why would you do this to a sick person? Watch you get blocked. See if I'm kidding you. If you don't, you got a fight on your hands. Fight the battle. I sure did for all these months. Take a shot. Everybody wants to voice their opinion. Go voice it on Steve. That's voice opinion you got. So we got that cleared. Had cancer. There is no more cancer. Removed. PT scans with contrast. Screwed me up. Have trouble walking. Big time shakes. Okay. Cleared from MS. Are we cleared from that? Had the scans. 2 days in that tube of the MRIs. It's PT scans with contrast. I fixed that. My mistake, it was still contrast. different tests. So what? Getting a brain test done. Hopefully it's not my brain disorder. Okay. And checking for Parkinson's. This should clear me in 2 weeks. So there you go. I hope that cleared up for the night with Paulie D. Now you heard the truth. Face the facts. I wasn't lying. Steve Torres, put up or shut up, please. And have fun with PayPal and what's about ready to hit you at the landslide. Like a Stevie Nicks song. Thank you for joining me. And I really hope that did clear up. And thank you for the donations. And again, if you want to donate, it's there. I'm not going to break your arm or be abusive. I never was a no girl. I don't know you. Why would I start with you? I can say that. I can bitch at Lisa when I want. She's in the other room. And I'm going to have her on. She's got to give you a piece of her mind for what you did to her, Steve. Talk to you later, guys. I'm off this feed. And like I said, as I get the test done, I'll run a live feed. No one owns me and no one can tell me what to do. It's easy. I did put one more thing. I did put a post up about Bonnie Lisa and everybody that's associated with her. I got the right to do that because I'm not going to be played with a person and a lying person like you, Bonnie. What do you think? Steve, Donna, please PM me. Why, Bonnie? You heard what I was doing? I caught on to your game. Don't lie to me. You don't win. Have a good night, kids. I think you got it. Watch the video if you didn't watch the whole thing. It clears everything up. Carrie Huff, the heart girl. Thanks for all the hearts on the right side of the stage. I wish they were on the left. It would look cute. You all have a great night, Rachel. I'm sorry about all this stuff. Thanks for having my back 100%. Doreen, everybody. Sometimes walk away from people on Facebook and a bad shit. And enjoy. If I don't talk to you, do me a favor. Enjoy your holidays. I'll sit here no matter what. I'll have my little tree and my rocking cat. I don't need much. Not at all. And I'm going to enjoy Christmas with my family at Metal Forever. That's the way to do it. Family. Watch It's a Wonderful Life. If everybody died, if you died, you might have not known what you did in life. It's an amazing story. Watch it about 20,000 times. I sure did. Talk to you later. I got to get going. Over to Metal Forever in about 10 minutes I go. Take care. Have a blessed holiday. God bless you all. And thanks for everything. And I hope this cleared up. See you later. This is good. There we go. Hit the wrong button, kids.